Welcome back to my channel. If it's the first time you come to my channel, then our channel make videos to predicts, summarizes and gossips about the soaps TV shows. Today, we are going to discuss about the EastEnders spoilers for next week from May 3rd to 07, 2021. Next week on EastEnders, Callum risks everything by coming clean with Ben, while Linda gets some big baby news and the Taylors desperately search for Bailey. Here are of the biggest moments to watch out for. Callum grows suspicious. A grief-stricken Whitney tells Callum she can't go to his wedding as she is sure Cush's death was no accident. Callum remains adamant that Ben wasn't involved, but his certainty wavers when he overhears Ben planning a meeting. Little does Callum know that Ben has invited his and Stuart's grandma Violet to the wedding as a surprise. Meet Violet. Next week's scenes will see fans introduced to Callum and Stuart's grandmother Violet, played by former Coronation Street star Gwen Taylor. When Stuart introduces Violet to Ben, their first impressions of each other don't go too well. As the week goes on, Stuart begins to grow tired of his grandma and is disturbed by her revelation that Walford is growing on her. Rainey is also struggling with their new house guest and tries to avoid her. However, things get awkward when Vi inadvertently puts her foot in it and makes a comment about Bernie, which she overhears. Callum reveals his biggest secret. Unfortunately, Ben's big surprise for his fiancée couldn't come at a worse time, as Callum is too distracted with his own thoughts regarding Cush's death. When Ben reiterates that he didn't hurt Cush and pledges his honesty, Callum realizes that it's time to follow his own advice and reveal a big secret of his own. Putting everything on the line, Callum confesses that he lied about being undercover and the target wasn't Thompson, it was Phil. Linda takes shocking action. Linda still can't get to grips with Nancy's decision, leaving Mick to try and defuse the situation. When Frankie spots Nancy going to the doctor, she relays this back to Mick and Linda. Worried, Mick warns Linda that she is only making things worse by interfering, while simultaneously urging Nancy to cut her family some slack. Ignoring Mick's advice completely, Linda takes matters into her own hands and makes a call pretending to be Nancy. Mitch makes a devastating discovery. Mitch and Karen are panic-stricken over Bailey's disappearance and are left further frustrated when the police want to search their house again for information. Fearing they are trying to blame it on him, Mitch is irate and refuses to go to the station for questioning. He eventually does with the support of Keegan, but Mitch's angst intensifies following a conversation with Bailey's friend Amy. When Amy mentions that Bailey couldn't afford Space Camp, Mitch realizes that she was worried about their money issues and blames himself for what's happened. Keegan makes a mistake. As the search for Bailey continues, Isaac is worried when he realizes that Keegan has missed a digit off his number on the posters appealing for her return. When Keegan spots Isaac tearing the posters down, he is furious but feels foolish when he realizes his mistake. Determined to help his sister, Keegan sets up a fundraising page to get more leaflets printed. Karen and Mitch do a press appeal. Jack asks Karen and Mitch to participate in a TV press conference, hoping it will raise awareness of Bailey's disappearance and get the public behind them. They agree, but Karen's fears get the better of her while recording the appeal. Karen lashes out. Karen blames her old boss Apostolos for Bailey running away and hits rock bottom after the TV appeal. Karen is left further distraught over some nasty comments on the fundraising page, and her mood worsens when she finds a gift hamper on her doorstep, unaware that it's from Denise. Unable to control her emotions, Karen heads into the square raging. Is she about to make the situation worse? Denise and Cherie hatch a plan. Spotting Karen and Mitch's desperation, Cherie and Denise hatch a plan to help them. Denise tells Jack that they raised some money for the family, leaving him hopeful that people will get behind them. When Dennis's hamper gesture backfires, she is determined to make amends and approaches Apostolos, hoping that will help instead. Later, Jack tells Karen and Mitch that Apostolos has suddenly dropped all charges, but the conversation is interrupted by Keegan, who urges them to get to the Vic immediately. Ben has a decision to make. As he reels from Callum's bombshell, a furious Ben demands answers. Unaware of what's happened, Phil tries to get things back on track, demanding that Callum fix things. In a last-ditch attempt to make things right, Callum tells Ben he will be waiting at the registry office on Monday. All Ben has to do is show up. What will he do? Linda realizes she is pregnant. At the clinic, Linda speaks to Nancy's doctor, but she suddenly feels faint. The doctor agrees to check her out, but Linda is forced to admit that she thinks she is pregnant. Lola worries about Isaac. Lola is worried about Isaac as he hasn't been sleeping and questions him on what's going on. Isaac tells Lola that he has stopped taking his medication, but doesn't want to discuss it any further. Worried, Lola agrees to drop it, but only if Isaac tells his doctor. Will he listen? Dottie is left furious. It's Sonia's birthday, but she is too preoccupied with Kush's funeral to celebrate. Realizing that Whitney and Martin need her support, Sonia decides that she should go with them to Dubai, leaving Dottie furious that her money is being spent on the plane ticket. Bobby makes a confession. Bobby is thinking about signing up to Foxcatcher and Kim is more than happy to help. However, when Dana arrives out of the blue, Bobby's lies look like they are about to catch up to him. Panicked, Bobby later comes clean to Peter, but what advice will he give his brother? Phil clashes with Violet. Vi introduces herself to Phil and demands he takes her for a drink so they can get to know one another. Although Phil reluctantly agrees, this comments soon begin to rub him the wrong way and he leaves. Having spotted the exchange, Kat joins Vi instead and gives her a piece of her mind, leaving Phil grateful that she stood up for him. Gray has bad news for Whitney. A nervous Whitney stops by at Gray's to check he will be okay with the kids while she is in Dubai. While she is there, Gray has some bad news for Whitney. What is it? Bailey's fate is revealed. Following the press conference, Jack tells a hopeful Mitch and Karen that Bailey has been spotted. Viewers will then see Bailey alone at an underpass, tucked in a sleeping bag with Banjo, but will anyone find her and bring her back to safety? So that's all we want to talk about the EastEnders spoilers for next week from May 3 to 07, 2021. If you like our content and want to support the channel or watch more videos like this, do not mind to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so that you not miss any of these. Have a great one. Goodbye.